Hey, welcome. Thank you for being here today. We're going to talk a little bit about a topic that might be uncomfortable, but it's very much needed to be talked about now. Listen about 37. Something thousand of you have watched a video about relationships. Over 50, don't become a victim. Thank you for watching. I hope it helps. After reading through the comments section, I realized there's something more prevalent and maybe important that we really need to discuss. It's not easy and not comfortable. It's not a blame game. Or some people are horrible or evil or whatever. It's a reality. Let's talk about it. We've talked about relationships over 50 and how there can be people you get involved with that are financial predators. Sometimes the predator is not a stranger. It's a family member. I'm seeing this now with some people. I've had it in my own family. I've seen it in friends and loved ones' families. It's real. But the good news is there's some things you can do to prevent it. What am I talking about when family members get told her? And especially if they're not prepared with all their documents and wishes to be known and everything, and if they need care and they've got some money, which older people, that's often the case. It could be crazy times. That money can be like chum in the water to a shark. To some people, you guys know that I'm really into nature, outdoors, bird watching. I put a lot of human behaviors in a framework of nature. We're just animals, right? Well, I think what happens a lot of times in families when there's money and humans, a couple of things can enable this really predatory type behavior. It's like the humans go to AGEWISE primal level. They get like a scarcity mindset. They worry about their sources. What if there's not enough left for me? What's going to happen? They can get an entitlement mindset. You know, mom and dad were jerks to me, or I did this or that for them. I'm over here helping. I'm entitled to this. Old dysfunctional family wounds, come up mother-daughter relationships. We all know. That's a thing. Many families have people with addictions, whether it be drugs or gambling, that usually leads to nefarious, stealing behavior and a real high focus on money. A whole variety of things can be going on in the family dynamics. You don't have to have some evil family members for this to happen. I'm seeing it happen now in a family. They've got some serious money, and there is huge conflicts that start to happen. What kind of conflicts? This is a very common one. Decisions start being made not based on the care and the quality of care. Decisions start being made by the caretakers. If their family and stand to and inherit some money, they start looking at the cost of the care and making decisions based on preserving wealth for. When the loved one is gone, it's not a good situation at all for anybody. You don't want to bring that out in your kids and family members. A Sicilian friend of mine used to say, don't give people the opportunity to do the wrong thing when you're having family members care for you and you're older. That can sometimes also start to enable the whole entitlement. Well, I'm over here doing this, I'm over here doing that next thing. You know, bank accounts start getting cleaned out. It happens. I know it's uncomfortable to talk about this. Nobody wants to think about loved ones possibly being this way. There was a story in the comments. It was beyond upsetting. I felt for this person so much. The story was a family member. A daughter and her boyfriend live with the parents. Dad was sick and not doing well. The daughter, I'm guessing, had some kind of addiction or gambling problem, but she went into the computers, changed the beneficiary on a life insurance policy. Mind you, the wife and mom are still alive. The daughter did. This dad passes away. Daughter collects up all the insurance money. Mom's left with nothing. Daughter takes off with the boyfriend, talking about this if it helps prevent something like that. I'm glad I'm doing it. Happens with family members. Doing stuff with insurance. I've also seen, and it's happened when family member starts to get in decline. Next thing, you know, a sibling takes mom or dad down to get power of attorney, a done deal, and the other siblings don't have much saying what's going on regarding care, finances, anything. It can really create some terrible problems regarding care, breaking apart families just in the time when they maybe really need each other. So we've identified some of the bad things that can happen and why we don't want to give people the opportunity to do the wrong thing. What can you do if possible way before you need any of this? Get your affairs in order. Get with a lawyer. If you don't have much at stake and you're thinking, I can't afford a lawyer, there's a lot of different sites online that can help If you don't have money for a lawyer, they can help you. Get advanced directives will basic things. It's really important to make it, known what you want, and get it legally in writing to avoid all of these kind of problems. Power of attorney is a huge power that you're giving to somebody. Really think about it, have a family discussion, talk to all the kids' siblings about it. No, it's not pleasant to talk about passing away and death and all that, but it's one of the kindest things you can do for your family, and it can help really keep the family intact when it's crystal clear what the parents want, what the loved ones want, something you may want to do. When you have a power of attorney, split it between two different trusted people. One has the medical, one has the financial, so that there's not kind of this conflict of interest of we don't want to spend the money on the care. Do you know how much a home health aid for a year costs a live-in? You're looking at well over $150,000, at least here in New Jersey, and that's on the very low side when family members find out how much care costs. Even if the parents have a ton of money, and maybe especially if they do, they start reevaluating things, and decisions are not always made in the best interest of the elderly parents. If you're single, no kids, and you're thinking, why do I care? This doesn't matter. Let me tell you, it matters if something happens to you, and they need to find your next of kin, or you pass away, maybe the day after. You won the lottery? You had a heart attack or something. They're going to look for the next of kin. Maybe your next of kin is that brother and sister you haven't spoken to in forever because you can't stand them. Or God forbid, a parent that you can't stand. Even you, me too. You're single, live alone and all that. It does matter. Get your affairs in order, have a will, an advance directive, power of attorney, a good buddy. Maybe it's important, have the tough conversations. Transparency is key. Secrets will just keep things chaotic. I know this is uncomfortable, but it will help people. I don't want to see anybody going through what I have some friends going through now. I know it's unpleasant, but we're all adults. We got to deal. We got to put on our big girl panties and pull them up. Carry on, guys. Put on your big guy boxers and carry on. We have toe. It's the best thing for us and the family. Don't give people the opportunity to do the wrong thing. Be transparent. Have the tough conversations. Get with the lawyers, get everything in order, and then forget about it. Enjoy life, enjoy each day, carry on, and be happy. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. If you found these tips helpful, hit the video and subscribe the channel AGEWISE TV for more simple science-backed ways to live your best life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next informative video. Stay blessed.